If you had a choice between publishing a video that would bring new people into your world every day for the next 7 years, or using it to get someone to buy something right now, but would make that video useless in a week, which would you choose? In a moment, how to put an end to the false choice of having a timeless video or a profitable one. Ever since the first internet marketer whipped out his flip camera and said, "Buy my stuff," the industry has followed en masse. So it must have been a great idea at the time. But today, we've got a virtual waterfall of lemming-like conformity. Hi, I'm Steve Washer. Welcome to the 5-Minute Authority, where people come to learn about how to make non-lemming-like videos. Now, it's not that one shouldn't use video to sell stuff. We do that here. This is a question of time frames. Most people have short ones, so they can't see the potential of a timeless video. So what's a timeless video? It's helpful to think of it as an investment rather than a speculation, like buying shares in a company with good prospects and that you know a lot about. And by the way, doesn't that sound a lot like your own company? Rather than speculating in a pump and dump scheme in the desperate hope of making a quick profit before the stock collapses. And doesn't that sound a lot like the marketing talk you used to hearing online? Time frames. The truth is, if we keep our vision on the horizon and don't get freaked out by the day-to-day turbulence, we can create the kind of work that makes a huge difference in people's lives, including our own. Then, instead of being in constant promotion mode with content as an afterthought, we're in constant creation mode with a little strategic promotion to speed us along the way. And this is important and probably deserves its own video, but instead of judging our success on the number of sales we made this week, a metric completely out of our control because it's based on someone else's decision, instead of judging ourselves on that, if we base our success markers on how much helpful work we've created in a given week, we'll be doing two incredibly important things to build our business. One is expanding our timeline. According to Business Insider, becoming an expert in one's industry, primarily by learning and relentless practice, that results in an income over $160,000 a year, with an average of $3.2 million in the bank after 7 years. Now, if one looks at the world with a short time frame, this might as well be 1,000,000 years. A poverty-minded person, no matter how much money they have, looks out the window of their shack and sees nothing but danger. So they compensate by spending every penny they have and more on things that will make the scary thoughts go away. A rich person in waiting looks out over the horizon of their world and sees unlimited possibility. So she invests in the future with faith and confidence. Oh, here comes Stevie. I've been talking to him about this stuff. I wonder if it's sinking in.
Looky here, got a brand new remote. I can watch 4 TV shows at once. The Real Housewives of New York, The Real Housewives of New Jersey, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and behind the scenes of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Isn't that awesome? Ooh, I got $3. I'm gonna get some popcorn.
So here's the thing that Stevie may never
Oh,
understand.
geez, $3 only buys a thimbleful.
Right. Okay, so if a business owner sees the purpose of all this inbound marketing as hunting down customers and persuading them to buy right now or the walls of their world will cave in on them, they can't help but see a video as a tool of conquest, like a bullet. It's here today and gone tomorrow, buried in the ground or in the heart of that new customer. And what a way to start that relationship. However, if a marketer sees their video as a means of growing their customer, they'll tend to it like a farmer tends their field, with a longer time frame. They want the juiciest, most flavorful, most nutritious crop of material they can possibly create at that time, because long term, that means they'll attract those who want that for themselves too. A client who has grown first gets amazing results. We just did this video intensive recently. No matter where they started, most of the videos these men and women make now actually look better than mine. which means I can barely take credit for them. The point is, they were ready, even though they may not have quite realized it at the time. So, when it comes to the videos you make, if we want to make them timeless, this often means not having a call to action. And counterintuitively, this can be the most attractive thing to do. People are so used to seeing them that not having one is startling. Why? Well, because suddenly the neediness of that, which is not attractive, vanishes and is replaced with confidence, which is rather more attractive. Now, we can still use a call to action from time to time when we want to put a button on an idea. After all, one video can only go so far, so once in a while it's a good idea to point people to a free resource with a deeper dive into that topic that we hope will be relevant for the next 7 years. So, let's complete this idea about timeless videos with the call to action under the little white dot above, where you can learn more about how to write a video that positions you as a thought leader. Now, one more little thought about leading people to a free resource. When we use one, it's good not to use it as stealth marketing, with links that go out to something paid. You can't do that and still have that video be timeless. There's plenty of time to generate tons of income, but this is not really where that should happen. So, in this PDF, there are no pitches and no follow-ups to scare someone into doing business. There's just this content carousel that makes occasional stops for a major learning on something that will move one toward their long-term goal of becoming an industry expert. But that's a topic for another day. I hope this was helpful. I'm Steve Washer. See you next time on the 5 Minute Authority.